some messaging, right? You got to figure out what you're actually saying in these meetings. For our brand, here's what works. Short, funny, parenting-centric. So I exploit my son Charlie. If he has a filthy room, I take a picture of it. If he's doing something ridiculous, I somehow work it into the marketing. But it's fun. The dangerous stuff is when people are like, my daughter Sonia is only 2 and she's speaking Croatian. We've never been to Croatia, and she told non-gluten everything, and she has her own cookbook. And you're just going, this child doesn't exist, or it's an anomaly, or I just hate the parent, right? So the more common the experience related to parenting, related to childhood, related to children, the better off we are. Review language. So we've gotten some press, San Francisco Chronicles, very popular parenting blog called we got some good language from some bloggers, some pretty strong reviews. Austin, when does your interview with me come out?
I don't know. It's whenever we decide to publish it.
When are, Chloe, do you know when the next articles are?
No.
We'll talk about it after.
Okay.
We know you're doing it.
Okay. Images, photos. Anytime I have a picture of my son doing something rotten or ridiculous, it works. The coding connection. So this got us a lot of energy for a couple days, where Conan O'Brien put on Facebook a contest. And it's basically like, you know how David Letterman does a top 10 list? He has something called the horrible 15 or the horrible 20, where like once every quarter, his website says, we're working on this list of jokes. Here's the premise. Help us finish the list. And his was top 20 Facebook pages you should never like. And I wrote a joke, and it was out of the list of 15, it was down to number 2. It was the second joke on the before number 1 was supposed to be the funniest. And that got us a lot of traction. And then Bruce and Friends. Who here has ever heard of Bruce and Friends? Who here hasn't? Okay. Bruce? Chloe, please explain Bruce and Friends.
Pleasure. Bruce and Friends is basically your son's figurines, Batman figurines. And he kind of posts them. So there's like the Penguin and Joker and Catwoman and Robin and of course Batman. And they're just pretty much like
They're doing
it's really
dumb adult things.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'll pop it up before we go. But Bruce and Friends is this thing that started literally like a week ago, where I dropped Charlie off in preschool, and I had like 3 hours to kill, and so I'm cleaning. Because you have a child, you're just cleaning all the time because they've screwed something up, right? Something you just clean, you go, oh, it's dirty again. So my wife and I are like, I was like, hey, Joanna, how's it going? And, she's like, go away. Like, why would you talk to Batman that way, right? And so I started taking pictures of them. And I'd taken a couple before, where it was Bruce Wayne talking like Nightwing or Darkwing. I don't really follow the comics. And it was stupid. I put it on Facebook, people had like 30 likes. Right? That's so funny. I was like, that's the dumbest thing ever. You're like, no, it's not. It's genius. Like, okay. So Bruce and Friends is now getting us a lot of traction. And what I'm doing is I'm putting it on the Facebook page for Dose Bad Dads while we wait to have more information on the second book. So it's just sort of something else to look at other than, oh, did you read this review that I posted 9 times already? It's just sort of filler content that is going somewhere. Nothing too clever, nothing inside, nothing political really. Stuff that most people would know and relate to. But it's got to be short, and it's got to be parenting-centric, and the more imagery you can use, the more photos you can use, graphics, the better. What doesn't work if it doesn't sound like me? So as a humorist, every now and then you get like a voice